Episode 162 is live of the Running Mullet. It is officially the man show. There's no Grayce to be found. Hallelujah. My guest co-host tonight, mystery co-host, Lyle Klingeman up there. Wave your hand, Lyle, so they know which one's you, Mr. 60-year-old. And Phil Locke down on the bottom screen. At least that's the way it formatted on my screen. They came to join me tonight to take Grayce's spot. And no, it doesn't take two men to fill one woman's spot. Things are going to get spicy tonight, more than likely, because Grayce isn't here and it's the man show. You never know. But no, these two boys just finished Hyner. These two men just finished Hyner, and they have a quite big list of to-dos in the summer ahead of trail racing up here, mostly in North Central PA, but some stuff other places, and we want to talk all about it. So with that, I'm going to do the cute rhyme and start the show. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, Hyner weekend is over. So what is a trail runner to do? Let's talk about some summer options along with your crazy plans on episode 162. I'm Eric, Idiot Runner Kosek.
And I'm Grayce, Hot Pants Langheim. Eric is all business in the front of the pack, and I am all about the party in the back.
That's right, business up front and party in the back. Together, we are the Running Mullet.
And we are going to talk about every aspect of running, the podium to the DNF and everything in between.
If you are a runner, this show is for you. Now sit back, get out your foam roller, and enjoy the party. All right. Well, normally this is where we ask how our weekends are and all that stuff, but I'm not even going to ask you guys how your weekend was because that's our first topic to talk about. The Hyner Trail Challenge happened this weekend. Lyle's 60th birthday happened this weekend on the same day, which was pretty freaking cool if you ask me. And it was the biggest trail party of the year, and over 1,500 runners ran either the 25K or 50K. It was a beautiful day, a little warm for you runners that were out on the course, I believe. But for those of us just hanging out and watching you suffer, it was beautiful. So I guess to each of you, I mean, we'll start with you, Phil. How did this is now let me give a little backstory of both of you. So these two guys are my athletes and from at least last year, and they both ran they both attempted and completed the Triple Crown, which is Hyner, World's End, and Eastern States 100. So after that, they decided this year they're going to do it again, plus a little extra, which we'll talk about after Hyner. So that's why they're here, and we want to talk about the Hyner, what happened at Hyner, and how the race went, and then we'll talk about your guys' summer plans and what you're going to be up to. So, Phil, how did Saturday go for you?
Not too bad. Went for the trifecta, had a good fall, had to duck off and use the trees, and got to pull over and call some dinosaurs at the bottom of SOB. So pretty typical Hyner for me thus far. Both years I've called some dinosaurs.
I like that. Where did you fall at? Early on or late in the race?
Fairly early on. I can't remember exactly where. Just a little tumble.
Didn't hurt anything or no blood?
Nah, nothing bad. Just enough to remember to watch for roots.
Gotcha. And Lyle, so I will say, you guys started out the race running pretty much together, right? For quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is what you've done in the past. it's kind of unique. I like that you guys, now you guys, before last summer, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys didn't know each other very well before the race season last year, right? It was
We
through
didn't know.
training. Yeah, through training and the fact that you're not that far from each other. You met up for a bunch of group runs and became good friends just through the course of that Triple Crown journey.
Yeah.
But through that time, you guys, I think both of you kind of realized that maybe your strategies were different going into those races, but it still ended up where like you were running pretty much near each other. So, I mean, towards the end of the Triple Crown story, the series, you pretty much started attacking these races together. But the beauty of it is, and because I always love the story of, oh, me and my friend are gonna run this race together, or do this big, huge race together. It's great on paper, but it doesn't. It barely ever works out to run a whole race together, and both of you are happy with how that race progressed, if that makes sense. So whenever somebody asks or tells me they're going to, I always say, just be careful. Like, have a plan for when it doesn't work. It's not working great. When Phil's high is Lyle's low, and vice versa, because it's kind of hard to wait for a friend. I mean, if that's your goal, is to, like, no matter how low one of us is, the other's going to sit there and wait for him to get out of it, walk with them or whatever. But if you're on your highest of high for some reason, it's kind of silly sometimes. And you guys kind of know that, and you've learned that, and you are not afraid to split off when that time comes. That's pretty much correct, right?
Yeah. If we know the other person is truly going to be all right and going to finish, then we'll just split up and go our own way.
Yeah, but in the
usually Lyle's the faster. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. In the big scheme of things, it's quite beautiful because with that agreement, you guys both have your own built-in pacer, basically, somebody to keep you company for a good chunk of the race until stuff changes because of personal, how you're racing, or if somebody's not feeling great or this and that. So it works out good for you two for sure, but I truly believe a lot of it's because you're not afraid to let each other go when the time is right. So anyway, I digress. Lyle, how was your day on Saturday?
Pretty good. I had one spill. I think I took a spill before Phil did, and then after that, I would just pretty much, pay attention and don't trip anymore, and just try and that was our whole goal on Saturday, was not to set any speed records. We got a big year ahead of us, and just finish. And we were all right, even if we said in the beginning of it took us 9 hours, but I didn't ever really expect it to be that long and drawn out, and it wasn't. So it was just keep on marching and make sure that we remind each other, well, we both use a lot of gels. Phil eats a little more real food than I do. So it's just remind each other about every half hour to eat a gel and that kind of thing. And just talk some, but don't talk a lot, and just keep marching along and make it to the aid station and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to. And things worked out pretty good. Phil got a little, I guess, over full at one point there towards the bottom of SOB, and he told me he needed a minute or so. We slowed down, and then on the march up, we got about halfway up, and he said he couldn't hold it any longer and had to expel some. So I stood around, waited for him for a while, and made sure he was all right. And then we got to the top of the SOB, and he had to take another break. So they hollered to me that he was going in the bushes. So I thought, well, I might as well wait and make sure he comes out and is all right. And then we got to the last aid station there, and I said, "You going to be all right?" And he said, "Yeah, it's not going to be pretty, but I'm going to finish." So then I kind of eased on up ahead and went over and ran the downhill on Huff's Run and finished a couple minutes ahead of him. But I figured he would be all right at that point. So
yeah. Now you enjoy cyst gels like myself for fueling.
And is that Tailwind.
Cyst gels and Tailwind. Is that all you consumed on Saturday?
I did a little bit of pickle juice just for a little extra salt, and I think shot or two, a little cup of Gatorade when I had, just so I wouldn't have to maybe fill my bottle at one point. Just took an extra shot of Gatorade and kept on moving.
Right.
Mhm.
So both of you, the goal was to finish, and it's, with the Triple Crown, I tell everybody that wants to talk to me that if you want to do the Triple Crown, it is about survival. So meaning, it's great if you have time goals for these races and things like that, but one slip up or one fall, one bruised hip and things like that, there's not much time in between them to recover. And it's crucial to get through each race fairly healthy, to where your recovery is just the sore muscles from the race, obviously, and have enough time to prepare for the next big one, which is World's End, for normal people, doing the Triple Crown. But so, yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what you guys are thinking with the beginning of this race series that you're creating on your own, that we'll get into. But Hyner is an important one, where it's the shortest one of the Triple Crown series, but it's also the first one to check the box off with. So it's pretty important. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's important to come out of that one very healthy, because it only gets harder and more miles the longer you get into the summer. And both of you are, from what I understand, you just have some sore quads from the downhills, and that's about it, right?
Pretty much
Basically,
the worst of it.
Good. Let's see, what else about Hyner? A lot of friends were there, a lot of people partying, hanging out. It's a lot of people there at the finish line. Like, that finish line gets covered in people where you can't even tell who's finishing, because there's just people surrounding it. It's pretty unique. You don't really see that anywhere else, at least that I'm aware, that I go to or know of. Were you able to eat some good after race pizza or chicken or anything?
Yeah, we had chicken and beans and potato salad and some cake.
Birthday cake.
May have been a little while after we finished.
Yeah. Had a couple beers first.
Good. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Could have been a little cooler. It's crazy that there was snow up on top of Hyner View this morning, covering it. And on Saturday, 2 days ago, it was 80 degrees up there. So I guess you guys got the unlucky straw, but one day would made a big difference.
It really wasn't that bad, for at least me personally. That it was overcast quite a bit, and there was a breeze blowing most of the time. That I don't think it really felt as hot as last year.
Yeah, I think last year was like 85, but
yeah,
you're right. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
All right, so the idea was Triple Crown again. It started as just Triple Crown again early this year, didn't it?
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
of you?
Yeah.
But then this new Eagleton 86 idea came along. This race came along, and Ironstone you didn't do last year, and the Void in November, which is this new demonic race in a turnpike tunnel that's not in use. So you Phil, I think you were the first one you edged Lyle kind of to follow in your footsteps more than anything, but we're talking seven very hard ultra marathons in the course of this year that you are. Maybe you're not officially signed up for everyone yet, but you basically are. That's the plan, right?
Yeah. Actually, I think Lyle was the one that started the whole thing when he asked you about it, and you would put that question out there to Ben.
Okay, maybe it was
Lyle.
I don't know. I think it was you.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I wasn't. Lyle up, and I was like, "Did you see the idiot asking this question?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, I was that idiot."
That's right. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was the idiotic soul that you were referring to. I just questioned you I wasn't even considering the Void, which I knew Phil kind of was, but I was interested in Eagleton. And
Yeah.
then when you named the first 6 of them, the six SICSIXX 66.
Yeah.
I said, well, do you actually think anybody could do that? And if you do you think I could do that? And I said,
Yeah.
well, I'll keep pondering and I'll keep training and we'll see how it goes. And then you had posted that. And then like a week later, Phil called me and said, I'm really thinking about that Eagleton. And I said, well, I'm the idiotic soul that's thinking about it too. So he's like, oh, well, thank heavens, we might as well do it together. So I'm signed up for Eagleton, but I haven't signed up for Ironstone yet. So we'll see how it goes. But that's kind of on the list if I don't get a broken leg before then.
You should probably sign up just to lock yourself in, because poor Phil, he just doesn't know about Ironstone if he's going to be by himself, and it's not fair, Lyle. It's just not fair.
Misery loves company, right?
Emotional support runner.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you'll end up doing it, and I mean, so there's 7 of them, and I don't know if both of you or one of you is going to do the Void, which is this new race in November. That's, mileage wise, it's the biggest one of them all. But I mean, we're talking, so Hyner just happened, and it's April. Then you have Eagleton 86 in May. World's End is just at the end of May, so you might as well call it June. So April, May, June. Ironstone, July. Eastern States, August. Black Forest, you get September off, so you get 4 weeks off. You better find something in September. Then you have Black Forest 100K in October, and then the Void finishes it possibly in November. Now, I added up to 6 of them, but I didn't do the 7 with mileage and elevation gain. But the Void doesn't add much elevation gain, that's for sure. But that is, I mean, there's people out there that do, 100 miles every weekend. Even is crazy as it sounds. It's not like unheard of anymore. These people that do these hundreds every weekend, but with the technicality and the elevation gain of these races, that's a pretty stout schedule. And we were talking earlier about staying healthy. Ooh, man, like you better love on your body every chance you get, because you're asking it to do a lot. He says,
Especially when
Lots
you're
of foam rolling.
Especially when you're a skinny old 60-year-old, skinny old guy. So
yep. Now, on my end of things, like I always tell everybody this that asks me, like, I'm not, as a coach, I wouldn't approve of this list of races of saying you should do it, but I'm never going to say you shouldn't. Like if an athlete wants to do something, it doesn't matter if it's the stupidest thing in the world. It's not my position to really tell them how stupid it is and that they shouldn't do it. I'm going to support them however I can, even if I don't agree with it. So this, thanks to you guys, this is that circumstance.
yeah.
No, I mean, it's pretty cool. And I mean, you do have weeks in between each one to recover. There's not going to be much super hard workouts or training in between each one of these as you get rolling into them, because you have your whole year built out of training for these very hard ultramarathons.
Yeah.
What one, is there any specific one? And I know you guys are both kind of on the fence, or at least Lyle, you're on the fence about this Void, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I love the trails. So that's not a trail run to me. The whole reason I got into this whole thing was to explore more of the great outdoors and all the trails that I've never on in my life. So it's really not a trail. So I'll see when we get there to what my feelings are.
No, I understand that, and it does make sense. It doesn't match the other ones as far as what they look like and their personality, but it matches them in stupidness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mental
Undoubtedly.
challenge, yes, for sure.
So let's see. Between Hyner 50K, Eagleton 86, World's End, Ironstone, Eastern States, and Black Forest, then Phil, which one are you or is there one specific one that you would say you're most concerned about or worried about?
Probably Eagleton. It's a big lift really early in the season. Some of the intel I've heard from people that have been out on the trails lately is they might need a little work yet, so they could be some slow moving on those trails. So it's kind of one that I'm a little more concerned about than the rest. I haven't seen the course yet. I've at least been to everything else once before, mostly, or Ironstone. I haven't done it, but I spend a lot of time on Standing Stone.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what intrigued me about Eagleton 86 is I never get over there on those trails. So I was like, man, it's a long one, but it would be cool because every turn you come around is new, never been on it.
Yep.
What about you, Lyle?
Yeah, kind of the same way, at least for right now, Eagleton, because I've never been anywhere near that. So I figured in the end, I might as well sign up just for the experience alone, and the only thing we regret in life are the chances we never took. So why not? If you're going to be trained for one thing, you're going to train in the time in between now and World's End. Might as well throw something else in there and go for a jaunt. It's a bunch of power hiking and jogging on the flats and the downhills, right? That's all it needs to be, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you guys doing what you're doing, you're going to be well aware of the time that they give you to finish these races and not necessarily use up every second or anything like that. But both of you aren't necessarily racing any of these. It's survive everyone to be ready for the next one, right?
Yeah, that's what it has to be.
Have you talked about, so Eagleton is next up on the list
Yeah.
at the beginning of May here. Do you guys have you talked at all about any kind of plan?
Just the very beginnings of things, more so trying to get crew together and figuring out where we're camping and stuff. We worked out some of that today, but I don't know. I would say we might shoot for about a 25-hour finish, and that'll give us 3 hours of leeway if things go wrong. It's kind of what we did last year with World's End and Eastern. Like World's End, we shot for 17-hour finish, and at Eastern, we were shooting for a 32.
Right. So what's Eastern's finish going to look like this year then, with being in the mix of all this? And have you given that any thought? I mean, the reason I ask is because, like, at least how that felt last year now. Will you feel as good at the start? I don't know. Hopefully, you'll be recovered from Ironstone by then. But what do you think you'll try to even slow that down even more just because of the summer list, or?
I don't know. I mean, we've got a decent little break after that, and it sounds crazy, but we didn't push that hard last year, and we both came in under that goal. And Lyle beat it by about an hour and 20 minutes, and I came in 20 minutes ahead of it. So I think it could be a reasonable goal to look for that again.
Right.
Yeah. All depends on the day. You don't know who's going to show up in your body any given day. So
yeah. All
it takes is one stumble
and the weather, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's so many variables that you don't know.
Now, do you plan on changing anything as far as race strategy goes with the races that you did with the Triple Crown races, at least now that you've done them once? Or is it pretty much going to be the same thing? Just let's do it again.
Yeah, I think I don't.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think I want to get overconfident and cocky and say, "Oh, I did this before. It's a piece of cake," because I think that's when you get into trouble. So, if you start out with a slow plan and it ends up being faster, then that's all to the good.
Right. Phil, what do you got to add to that? Anything?
I think we'll just do like we did last year, go out slow and see what the day gives us. Like Eastern States, I think we were probably in the bottom 10 people when we went up the steps there in the campground. We were one of the last ones to start the first climb. And by the end of it all, we'd moved up towards the front of the mid pack. So I mean, just take your time and take what the day gives you.
Yeah, I mean, like looking at the list, even Ironstone, like that's gonna be a long day and night for you two. But it's from everybody that talks about it. There's so much. Yeah, the rail trail section isn't going to be glorious, but the rest is. There's so much power hiking. Like I don't know. You could probably treat it, especially if you're willing to use up a lot of the time that they give you to finish the race. Hopefully you don't come out of that one too beat up, just because it is so slow and technical. Although that'd be one that you would want to make sure you're not gonna twist your ankle or drop your foot in two rocks and trip on your face.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mid-state's fun.
Yeah.
So we
And
went out.
did you both do Black Forest last year?
Yes.
So the fun part about Black Forest is that they change the direction every year. Does that excite you, or would you rather do it the same way again this year?
No, I'd sooner
I'm
do
looking
it
forward to the change.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I did it. I did it in 2022 on the even year, and I don't know. It was about the same time, but I like getting all the vert out more towards the beginning than waiting and knowing that's waiting at the end and trying not to push hard in the beginning because it seems a little bit easier. But everybody has their own opinion. Some people do great both ways. I think just mentally, I'd prefer to do it the even year.
Which is, what's it going to be this year?
This
The
is
even year.
even year, early
Yeah.
vert.
Early vert, yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like. Last year, Black Forest beat me up at the end of the year. That was a rough one.
Yeah,
David
I mean,
Walker's
that
evil man.
Well, there again, it turned really hot late in the year, and our heat acclimation had been gone, I think. And when the sun came out and was beating there on the southern slopes, and we had all that vert to do, it just drug us down.
Right.
Mm.
But again, this year it's just going to be survival to get through it, right?
That's what it has to be.
Are you going to try to fit in any other races in that schedule? Like maybe like a 5K on a weekend, or?
Go ahead, Lyle.
I don't have any plans at this point. The only thing I have in September, you said about having a break, I got a wedding in Ohio in September, so that'll be my break, going to Ohio for my niece's wedding. So
Very cool.
My daughter's started running trails now too, so I'm probably going to be doing some halves and 15Ks and stuff like that with her this year.
Yeah, that's
We'll
great.
sprinkle some of them in.
That'll keep your legs loosened up.
Yep.
Lyle, what did you
Trying to
get for your
convince
birthday?
her.
what?
What'd you get for your birthday?
Well, I got a new big green egg to cook on.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the good stuff.
Couple shirts. I got this nice shirt from my training partner, if everybody can see it. Can you read that, Eric?
It's something about fast and old and skinny.
Yeah, something like that. Pretty fast for a skinny old guy. I got my training partner, Nicole Politza, made that for me. So,
And that's like something that's your saying. You always say that, right?
yeah. Well, that's what I am, an old skinny guy. So,
Oh,
Don't
60
forget the
years
fast
old.
part.
I hope I'm doing anything near that when I'm 60 years old. Don't
well,
stop.
that's what I figured. I don't have time to waste and wait another couple years to try this stuff. If I don't sign up now, the opportunity might be gone. So, win, lose, or draw, it is what it is.
I like that a lot. And then the truth of it is none of us really have time to waste because we don't really ever know.
Yeah, no.
So it doesn't really matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60. Try to do all the stuff that makes you happy when you can, right?
Yeah. I guess it's better off to look back and say, I can't believe I did that, than I wish I would have done that.
Man, you're just full of good quotes.
Yeah. I try and live by those quotes. I save a lot on my phone and I keep looking at them to keep reminding myself that life is short. Run hard, I guess.
That's right.
Hmm.
That last year you had some surgery done, so you had to take quite a bit of time off, but you
Yeah,
came back.
basically, yeah, between 2022 and last year, yeah, between the build up for the surgery and the recovery, laying on the couch for 6 weeks. But I guess that's a whole story for a different time, maybe. I don't know. It's a big process of sleep apnea and the double jaw surgery to cure it and get through that aspect.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think it's cool that you pretty much were forced to stop running altogether for a pretty long extended period of time.
Yeah,
And anybody at your age, it'd probably be pretty easy to just never get back to the level you were at and be happy with recreational jogging or hiking or whatever
yeah.
you want to call it. But you pretty much got back to at least where you were, plus some, in my opinion. Would you agree?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I'm probably better at climbing now that my airways are more open from the surgery and stuff. And that was the original goal. I told that to my orthodontist when we started it. I wanted to get through this all, and my goal was to run the Triple Crown. So
Right.
I've completed that part. So everything's icing on the cake now.
Nice. Love
Yeah.
it. And Phil, how long you been running for?
I started running in the beginning of 22. And yes, I
4
kind
years.
of jumped into half marathons and took off from there.
And we kind of hooked up, got to know each other because 2 years ago, what you had a DNF at World's End, right? Is that correct?
2 years ago, I had a terrible year. I DNF'd World's End, another 100K out in Jersey, and the Hennepin 100 all in the same year.
Yeah.
And then started up with you last year and went from never having finished a 100K on the trail to finishing the blacklist. It was a year that I had no reason to expect would even be possible.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, so I mean, you're in the big scheme of things, you're still pretty young as far as experience with trail running. You're certainly jumped right off the deep end, but there's a lot to explore as far as finding your true what you love. I mean, you love to be out there suffering, which a lot of us do, and you have to get there to understand that and know why. And everybody's reasons for wanting to be there are different too, which is okay. But yeah, you're just getting started. How old are you?
I turn 42 on Monday of next week.
Right. So you're right in your prime for trail running. Just like Lyle.
I need to get faster.
And the beauty of trail runners, we have like this 30-year gap where we're in our prime if we want to be. We can use our age as an excuse, but everybody out there the people that do amazing things, there's this huge gap of what different older generations can do along with the younger, not so younger ones, but I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Some of the 50-year-olds you see out there that are just that I could never even get close to,
Yeah.
It's everything I can do to keep up with Lyle.
That's right. And you keep Lyle young. That's the important part.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of times I forget that I'm basically 20 years older than everybody that I'm running with. So, and I don't feel them. They keep me young, and I hopefully fit in with them for an old guy.
Yeah, it's probably best that you forget it and just don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this week is a recovery week for both of you, obviously, from Hyner. There's no reason for it not to be. No sense in jumping right back into things too fast. Because what is it? Eagleton is in how many weeks?
3.
less than 3 now.
3. Yeah.
Less than 3 weeks. You got 86
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah. So this all could turn to crap in a heartbeat. So
Yeah, and I mean the weather is the first thing that pops in my mind. I wonder what kind of day it's going to be, because like World's End, I don't know. World's End always tends, one way or another, it tends to be wet. There was one year it was dry, but I think that was even COVID year when they had to do it in the fall. So, but like for some reason in July or in May when it's just you are hiking through mud a lot of the time. But that's kind of World's End territory. Like I don't know if Eagleton trails would even, turn to that per se. So I don't know. I have no idea.
yeah, I have no idea. I've not been there. So
Haven't set foot there yet, so we'll see.
So neither of you are going to touch those trails until race day for Eagleton?
We may get there this Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday or next, we got basically 2 weekends to try and get there. So
yeah. Well, maybe it'd be good to at least see it's up to you guys where you want to run, but I would probably want to see like the last part of what I'm running, just because I know I'm gonna feel like shit at that point. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trails. You'll do fine.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's like anything. You think you got plenty of time to prepare, and here we are. Boom, Hyner's over, and we're staring this right in the eye now and saying, "Boy, where did it come from?"
So it's time to pack, drop bags and stuff almost already.
So so I'm just making sure I have my dates somewhat right. So after Eagleton, do you have 2 weeks until World's End?
I think it's 3 again. I think it's 3 again.
Weeks again. All right. That's not much time, but yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah.
Do you know of anybody else that's doing, let's just call it the 6 for now, without the void, that's doing, I swore somebody else commented that they were, after we had, on social media, we had talked about you two doing it, or Lyle doing it at first. Somebody chimed in that they were thinking about doing the same thing, but I don't know if they committed. Have you talked to anybody else?
The only one that I know of that maybe, I'm still not sure him either, is Kenny Coons.
Oh.
I know he did Hyner, and I know he's doing Eagleton, and I'm not sure about how many others.
Huh. Maybe I'll have to reach out to him, see what he's thinking.
We ran with him and talked to him a little bit there in the beginning of Hyner on Saturday, but I'm not exactly sure then what all he said he was doing. I'm pretty sure World's End, so I'm not sure about Eastern States. And
I could see him doing that. That'd be one of the people that I would pick out.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah. So what's the plan this weekend? There's a chance you might go up to Eagleton. What other plans you guys got? Running and non-running plans?
Not a whole lot, just recovering and trying to get back into some trail miles and
I'll
get
be
prepared mentally, I guess.
Yes, I'll be at a track meet for my daughter on Saturday, and then after that, probably trying to meet up with Lyle and see what Eagleton has in store for us.
Nice. Well, you'll have to let me know what you think of the trails up there if you get up there. I'm curious to see to know what they look like too. Hopefully any volunteers that are around there did get enough work done on them to make them passable enough for you guys. I can't imagine they'd be too bad, but one storm could change all that too. Yeah.
So what's your weekend looking like?
What is my weekend looking like? I have a track meet also. My daughters have a track meet down in Lock Haven, which isn't far from Eagleton, on Friday night, and then I'm not really sure. Not doing the crazy stuff you guys are doing.
Are you running any flat stuff this summer?
Yeah, that's the plan, Lyle. That's the plan.
Right.
Trying to get back to where I want to be. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting on some trails too. I'm gonna get on the trails. Don't worry. I'm not leaving trails.
All right.
It's good.
I promise. All right, you guys got
Right.
anything else for the good of the show?
I guess not.
Yeah.
Now that
No.
we've revealed all our plans and setting ourselves up for failure or bringing us bad juju by telling everybody, I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think that at all. I think if anything, you gain some support. People think you're stupid idiots, but they're also probably excited to see your journey and see how the summer plays out. Honestly, it's big. I mean, I've always said Triple Crown is huge. The Triple Crown should not be shadowed by adding Black Forest to it and making it blacklist, or adding anything else to it to make it feel like it's less than because it's only 3 races. The Triple Crown was created because it was a huge feat, and it still is a huge feat. So adding a lot more to it is crazy, is insane, but it's a cool thing to do. I understand why you guys want to do it, and I'm looking forward to being a part of it and watching you guys destroy these races.
Well, we'll be relying on your support, that's for sure.
So absolutely. Yeah. I'm saying, folks in those races, to see us out there, say hi. I'm sure we're going to need to pick me up every now and then.
Yeah, slap on the ass, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. What size shoe you got, Eric? We might need it. Give us a kick.
I'll be out there as much as I can. I know we'll be at World's End, and I don't know what's going on the Eagleton weekend or anything like that, but
Okay.
we'll be out there as much as we can.
All right.
Well, I appreciate you guys giving us your time to be on the show on this Monday night and telling us about your summer plans. Hopefully it wasn't meant to be secretive and doing it undercover. I don't think it should matter either way or put any more pressure on you either way. Now you do have to do them all though, because people know. So there's that.
Well,
So there is that. So better finish signing up for the rest.
That's right. And the Void, I'm not going to tell you what you should do with that one. I understand both sides of that. I don't know.
That one's in my backyard. I got to give it a go.
Well, if it's really close to you, I can understand that.
I say about 15 minutes from my house at most, and run multiple races through there, doing the end of the road half marathon in the fall. So it's one of the earlier places I've done races at when I started running.
Nice. Well, for those that don't know, real quick, the Void, and I think everybody listening probably already knows, but we'll still go over it. The Void is going to be a 160-mile race through staying in the tunnel. And what is it, a 2-mile tunnel or 1-mile tunnel back and forth?
It's round trip 2.6.
Okay. So you run the one end without leaving the tunnel, and then run back to the start, and you do that for roughly just
63
under
times.
63 times. So basically, you see daylight at the end of the tunnel, but you don't get to go out in it. So in theory, your skin might be falling off by the time you get done. You might get bit by Dracula. There's a whole lot of stuff that could happen in this tunnel, but we'll have to wait and find out. It's a crazy idea. I love the idea because it's very unique and it's different than any other races, but I can understand the skepticism in anybody wanting to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how that one plays out and actually who signs up for it, and obviously how they do.
Yeah.
And it's in November, so it could be freaking cold.
The tunnel stays pretty steady most of the year, though.
Oh, is that right?
Once you're in the tunnel, once you're in the tunnel, it's sort of like a cave. It'll be 50, 60 degrees most of the year.
So this might be a race that you want to stay in. You'll be happy to stay in the tunnel. Is that what you're telling me?
Yep.
Oh.
It's a big pain cave, right?
I get it.
I mean,
It's literally
yeah,
a pain cave.
literally.
Mhm.
That would have been a good name for it also. The Pain
Yeah.
Cave 160.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, the Void's a good name too, whoever came up
Yeah.
with it. I like
Mhm.
it. It's catchy.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, let's finish this show up. Thanks again, guys, for joining us. We look forward to hearing about your journey. You guys are supporters of Idiot Runner and the podcast itself, so I very much appreciate that. I appreciated having some man energy on the show and appreciated not having Grayce here. Don't tell her I said that, but it was amazing.
Thank you for having us on.
You bet. Happy belated birthday again, Lyle.
Well, thank you very much.
Keep doing awesome things and not worrying about your age. You're inspiration to all of us and somebody to look up to for when we, start feeling older and getting older. Well, we can just say, well, Lyle still did it. We have to too.
Well, I guess maybe that's my purpose in life now, to inspire others, I guess. And I can't inspire anybody by laying on the couch. So might as well get out and do something.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty noble purpose to have. So
Yeah.
kudos to you.
Every step's a gift.
That's right. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We will be back live next Monday at 7:30. Sadly, I think Grayce will be back, but maybe I can talk her into missing another show and making another man show, but more likely it'll be Grayce and I. And we will see you then. Until then, have a great week and keep running. See ya.
Yep. Bye.
See you.